Time now for At the Market from Neiman's Family Market in St. Clair. At the Market is brought to you by CTV Community TV for Marine City in St. Clair and Ascension River District Hospital. Now let's join our host for this week's At the Market.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of At the Market. I'm Kristin Bane from the Schoolhouse Grill on Harson's Island, and I'm joined by my friend Ashley, manager and bartender, all things. We're going to make some great cocktails for you today and show you how to infuse your own vodka. So stay with us. We'll be right back to show you more.
I'm Dr. Lee Batcheldor, Chief Medical Officer for Ascension River District Hospital. I'm speaking to you on behalf of the hundreds of outstanding physicians, associates, and volunteers who provide personalized, compassionate, high-quality health care at our beautiful hospital on South River Road. We've been proudly serving this community for more than 50 years. Even more important, we plan to continue serving this community for a long time to come. Always remember that we are here when you need us, 24 hours a day, right here, right now, today, and in the future.
Hi, welcome back to At the Market. I'm Kristin Bane, owner of the Schoolhouse Grill on Harson's Island. And Ashley, my bartender and manager and friend here, we're going to show you how to do some drinks. So one of the drinks that we feature at the Schoolhouse is called Too Many Captains. And that's very suiting for our little island of Harson's Island, because that rings true. So what we're using for this is, go ahead, tell them all about it.
We're doing a little bit of coconut rum from Captain Morgan and the spiced rum from Captain Morgan as well, which also applies to the title. We're just doing equal parts of these two drinks, so do about an ounce and a half.
And now this goes right into a shaker, if you have one. And you can put the alcohol in first, right, Ashley? We don't do ice first because it waters it down. So you want to put all your components in first. When you're finished with that, then you get your ice in there and you shake it up really good. So tell them about this nifty little situation.
So we're also adding a pineapple ginger shrub that we make here at the Schoolhouse, which shrub is essentially just a drinking vinegar. You can use it with soda for a little something different. You can add it to a mixed drink. You can even add it to a punch to kind of spruce it up a bit.
So how do you make a shrub?
So what we do is we just have a little fermenter. We add some rinds of pineapple and some of the pineapple meat. We also add some fresh ginger to that. And we let that sit in our fermenter for about 2 weeks. And then once it gets nice and saucy, we add some fresh squeezed lime juice, a little bit of sugar to that as well. And then you let it sit for another couple days. And then you start to see it kind of turn into this little bit of like a darker kind of hazy color. Once it gets to the point where you can't quite see through it, then you know it's ready.
And when you say fermenter, are you talking about just maybe a jar or something that they can put it in, close tightly, put away? Refrigeration?
Exactly. Yeah. So you do want to keep it under the refrigerator as well, just so it doesn't get any of that bad bacteria in there.
And we'll show you how to infuse a vodka, which is a little easier than doing a shrub, although a shrub isn't hard to do. But we'll show you some tricks to do some really cool things at home so you can impress your guests at your next barbecue or whatever. So keep on going. I can't wait to taste it.
So once you got the booze in there, including the shrub, you can get your add a little bit of ice to that, and if you are at that fancy barbecue, you can use your genuine plastic ice scooper. I just went in for the dog method of just going right in there, but either way. So you add your alcohol together in your shaker with ice, give it a little slap on the back, make sure that's sealed. Give it a little bit of a shake.
Everybody has their own shaking method.
And then once that gets nice and cold, you can kind of see the frost collecting on there. That way you know it's ready. And so you can use the same ice that uses your shaker. It's like nice and seasoned ice to go into your cocktail. So once your alcohol's in there, you kind of want to add a little bit of filler so it's nice and appetizing for all of your guests. We're going to add a little bit of lemonade and a touch of what we sell here at the restaurant called lemon cocoa.
So lemon cocoa is a great refreshing drink that we offer at the Schoolhouse. It's a combination of lemonade and like a coconut water, basically. It's an Italian, no, I don't want to call it soda. There's not really a carbonation to it. But if you can't find this in a specialty market, you can always just add lemonade and then add a little bit of your favorite coconut water or coconut milk, and then do the same as we've showed you today. So you can really get around it without this, but that's a great treat.
And at the very end, can't be a cocktail without a good garnish.
Right.
So grab some fresh herbs, whichever you want. If you want to do a sprig of rosemary, it looks really nice. What we do at the Schoolhouse, we just do a little sprig of mint. So you take it off, and just to keep your slapping methods intact, you give it a little slap on there, release some of those oils, make it nice and fragrant.
That really does boost the fragrance and the flavors in the drink.
And then she's nice and pretty. You know, let's just go a little extra.
Might as
Let's
well.
throw a little rosemary in there too.
Might as
Why
well.
not? Give another little slap. Show that herb who's boss, really.
We've done this too.
Why'd you slap it?
Release those oils in there.
Yeah,
Make it
releases the
fragrant.
oils in there and helps it to give more flavor to the cocktail. And when you're drinking it, you can really smell it, which adds to the cocktail as well. So don't forget to use your herbs out of your herb garden, not just for cooking, but for lemonades and drinks. They don't have to be alcoholic drinks, but it sure helps. So we're going to show you a little bit about infusing a vodka, and while you start setting that up a little bit, I'm going to tell you about our 10th annual Roots Music Festival on Harson's Island, which is Saturday, July 27th, starts at noon. Our 10th annual, and I can't believe it's been 10 years already, but we've had such a wonderful time at this festival every year. We have great local bands from all over Michigan come out and play for the whole day of music. Bring a lawn chair, your favorite lawn chair, a little umbrella. We do have some shade there for you as well. We have a beer tent with, what do we have under the beer tent this year?
So we're doing a lot of local Michigan beers. We've got one from Arcadia Ales that's I'm most excited for.
Yeah.
It's called Puerto Rico. A little bit of coconut in a porter.
Awesome.
Nice, goes down easy.
We always make a fun cocktail at the beer tent. We have wine. We do a fish fry. We roast a bar round on an open pit. We have wood fire pizza oven, lemonade stand with all kinds of fun things going on there. Local vendors. So I can't encourage you enough to come out on July 27th. It starts again at noon, and we just go all day. It's $10 entry fee. Of course, you will cross the ferry. That's a $10 round trip ticket. But for all the music that you're getting on that day in a beautiful setting, it's amazing. There is some high water on Harson's Island. Our little property there has shrunk a bit, but there's plenty of room for the festival. We're changing it up a little bit. In fact, we've put on the poster this year, "Come Hell or High Water," and that's exactly what we mean. Also, we're having a Harson's Island sneaker, as they're called, or muck boots, galoshes, whatever you call them. We're having a contest. Since everybody's wearing them right now, we're going to be judging a contest at 3 o'clock at the festival on the best decorated muck boots. So come on down and get into the contest, and we're just making fun of all this high water. So we're just working with it. All right, so let us show you how to do a fun infused vodka. You'll start with a mason jar, but you'll end it in a beautiful bottle of your own. Top it off and make some great drinks out of it. While she's doing that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about something going on Harson's Island. It's called the Harson's Island Distillery, and it's new to the island. It's in the town of Sans Souci. It's a great family running this little place. It looks wonderful inside. They're giving samples out and little tastes. They do rum, vodka, gin, a spiced rum, spiced bourbon, and a straight bourbon that they're brewing right now. So if you're on the island, come down to Sans Souci, the town of Sans Souci on the South Channel, and check out the Harson's Island Distillery. We'll be carrying their products at the Schoolhouse as well, and they're going to be visiting us at the Roots Festival. So you can get a taste of them there as well. I got a lot out in one. So what we got going into the mason jar?
So we've got a,
Yeah, there we go.
okay, there we go.
Hurry up so I can drink that.
Oh, okay. So we've got a little bit of a chocolate mint that we grow in the herb garden. We're adding a touch of vanilla bean
can I
as
add it
well. All of it. Let's go
So
right
this
in,
was
sister.
dried vanilla bean from here at Neiman's Market. I just took it, split it so you could get all the goods out. Fresh vanilla bean, great also. Just put it in the jar with all the little bits and pieces.
Right. So once you have your herbs that are going in, you can do so many different herbs all work really great with different alcohols. As long as you have a neutral grain spirit, something that doesn't really hit a cask barrel or anything would be really good. Right now we're doing a potato vodka, which is really nice and neutral, so those herbs and that vanilla will really shine. Rosemary goes great with gin. You can also do mint with different vodkas.
You can do fruits, right?
Absolutely.
Yep.
And that's a good way to use any of the excess from kitchen, like cooking any dinners. You got some pineapple rinds left over, or if you got little bits of apples, you can do that with some corn whiskey. It would be delicious in fall. All right, so once you just pretty much top it off, you know, you can go heavy-handed with your herbs and your infusions.
Yeah.
If it's a little too pungent, add more vodka, you know?
You can always, add more vodka to even it out. Don't be afraid to stuff the jar full of whatever you're using.
So once you cap it and seal it, give it a little bit of a shake. If you're feeling a little Tom Cruisey, you know, you can go impress your guests that way as well. And then you just pretty much, you let it sit.
How long do you think for a good flavor profile on that?
This one, because we're filling a little bit of the jar, you can have this by the evening. You can start off as people get there. Okay. Everyone can have their own mason jar for a fun barbecue party. Infuse your own little liquor, and then by right around sundown, you guys can have a really great top off to your evening.
And a good little tip too, my mom used to make her own Kahlua. She used to put a lot of vanilla beans in a vodka, and then she'd store it in the cupboard for a couple months, and you pull it out, it'd be dark and ready for cocktails, like mix it with your coffee. This with a little soda would be awesome. This with in a white Russian or a black Russian instead of straight vodka would be amazing. So
I always liked your mom.
right. Yeah, my mom's a good chick. She bakes and makes Kahlua. I mean, what more could you ask for? So we're going to wrap it up today. We want to thank you very much for joining us at the market. Please come on out to our 10th annual Roots Music Festival on Saturday, July 27th. We'll be there. Woo! What more could you ask for? We'll be there bartending, serving food, running around, listening to music, and socializing with all of our great guests that come out every year. So we hope you'll join us too. Next week is Marine City Fish Company, so don't miss that at the market here. And we'll see you next time. I'll bring Ashley back another time for some more cocktails, and maybe I'll cook again one of these days. I don't know. I kind of like the cocktail thing though. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time at the market.
You've been watching At the Market from Neiman's Family Market in St. Clair. At the Market is brought to you by Ascension River District Hospital and CTV Community Television for Marine City and St. Clair. Join us again soon for another At the Market.